there, this is Kitten from the Kitten and the Goat. I help people who knit, especially beginner knitters, to cut through all the gobbledygook that is holding them back and get them actually making things and enjoying their hobby. This little video is part of our monthly virtual knitting club. Each month our members get a free pattern along with a video walkthrough of any tricky bits and a video that aims to explain or debunk a myth or technique or trend. If you're new to us, we would love to have you on our email list too. There's a link in the description down below where you can drop your email address. Today I'm walking you through our purse kit. The purse itself is quite straightforward. There's a new little trick to learn, and there's an inner lining and a zip to fit, so it's a great fun little project.
Down a little alley in the heart of Kendal town is a tiny independent yarn shop. Welcome to the wonderful world of the Kitten and the Goat.
This is double knitting acrylic, 4mm needles. I've cast on and I've done a knit row. We're going to put a bit of shaping across the bottom of the purse. So we knit 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to put a point of our needle under the loop in front of the next stitch, and we're going to knit into it to increase. Then we're going to work to the same point on the other side and pick up a stitch and knit into it. Then we're going to do a knit row and another increase row. So let's get that done. Now we've put our bit of shaping in the bottom there. The body of the purse is just knitted straight up, so that's really easy. So you need to do the body of the purse before we start shaping for the top. I've knitted up for the body of the purse straight. Now it might seem a bit silly casting on and then making this increase here. Why not just cast on what you need? Well, putting that there gives it just that little bit of shape. It just makes a bow in the direction, so the body of the purse is going to sit wider and not completely flat together. So now we're going to start decreasing here so we can put the zip around the top. Very straightforward. We're going to knit 1 and then we're going to knit 2 together. You knit all the way along till the last 3, beg your pardon, last 3 stitches. You're going to knit 2 together, you're going to knit the last one, you're going to knit all the way back, and you're going to keep repeating those two rows, the decrease row and the plain knitting row, until you've shaped enough for the top to give the zip a bit of shape. We've shaped up the top of the purse. Your zip is going to fit in around this piece. We're just going to cast off straight across here normally. There's one more trick I'm going to show you to make up your purse. I'm going to show you how to pick up and knit a bit so that you've got a little bit of a gusset around the side of your purse. Here we are. Here's our little purse shape. It's easy to tell which way round it is because There's your bottom shaping. There's your top slopes. Now we're going to add a little gusset to the sides. We're going to do that by picking up stitches through the knitting we've already done. So the zip is going to come to here, and between here and here, the very corner, you want to pick up 14 stitches. If you're worried about doing it evenly, put a pin in the middle and pick up 7 each side of the pin. You can take in and out as many times as you like. You know, it's a purse, it's practice. It's not as if you're going to ruin the collar of an expensive jumper. So the point there is where we're going to start. You put the needle through, you put the yarn on the needle, and you use the point of the needle to pull the yarn through the gap. Like that. Now watch your tail, because it's not attached to anything. If you pull this too hard, it'll come whizzing off. You put the point of the needle through, you go to make a knit stitch, and you lift it through the gap. Again, you put the point of the needle through, wrap round, 3, 4, 5. Now as long as they're reasonably evenly spread, you don't have to cope with any patterns or holes on this one. So you want to finish here so that it's in a vague line. There we go, you've got your stitches along there. You're going to knit back 1 row, I think it's 1 row, and then you're going to cast off. So you've just got a little trim along the side. Then you're going to turn the work round and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to start on this point, pick up the stitches along the base to this corner, and then work your row, cast off, and then you're going to do exactly the same thing. Don't forget, that's where your zip goes. You don't want to go all the way down here, you only want to go to there. I'll show you when I've got my ribbing on. Okay, here we are. Here's our little gusset. It's actually 2 knit rows that you work. You've got a little right angle between those 2. When you're making up, you want to put those together first. Put a couple of stitches in there on both sides, and then you can see which is in the inside and which is the outside, because the outside is soft and smooth and the inside you got a bump. So you're going to put outside, you're going to put your 2 outsides facing out. You'll have your little thing there, and you're going to mattress stitch, which is just slipping across that bridge to join that together, and you'll have a nice little gusset there to give your purse a bit of depth. So I'll put that together next. Here's our purse put together. You see how those couple of little tweaks take what could be a square flat purse into something with a little bit more dimension, a little bit more interesting, for no extra work really. To fit the zip, I like to put it round here first. I don't fold the knitting over. Make a nice shape your knitting in, push any squidgy bits in, sew it round, get it in both sides, and then I make this flat and lay it down on a piece of paper. I make a paper pattern for the fabric of the lining and cut it from there and just sew it round and tuck it inside and sew it to the other side of the purse.
Here's our little purse, all finished. I've put the lining in and I put a zip along the top. I went with a different colour zip to match the lining. If I haven't made anything clear or you want something more explained, just drop me a line below. I'm very aware that the fibro fog is getting the better of me at the moment and I'm losing some of my words, so I'm sorry about that. That's just something we live with. This is worked in double knitting, so it's a cute little coin purse to tuck in your bag. If you work it in a chunky weight on 6mm needles, you'll get yourself a nice little makeup bag. You could also just extend the double knitting version, make a bag for your glasses. You could make this in super chunky on 8 or 9mm needles. Makes a lovely little storage bag or tote or big cosmetic bag. That would be fun. So just to recap, this is one of our free email patterns that comes out every month. We would love to have you on the list. If you want to join in, pop by the website. You can either sign on the sign up web page or you can add it to the pop-up that comes up onto the website. Every month you'll get a free pattern and you'll get a video like this, hopefully when I'm not quite so tired and worn out, to talk you through your pattern. The technique video that goes with this is going to show you how to work different patterns into the purse and get different textures and finishes on the purse. So we'll see you next month. Cheerio!
Okay, that's a quick little run through of this month's free pattern, which is the coin purse. If you've missed your email and you want the purse, it's available free as a download on our website. Just go into the free resources, you can pick it up from there. There is also a kit that goes with these patterns. Now, when I make the samples, I just grab the nearest ball of yarn, but in the kit we've gone with a 100-gram ball of this silver grey. You will get a whole fat quarter, 100% cotton, pink and white spotted. You will get a metre of zipping, and I've even put the sliders on for you. Aren't I nice? There's a reel of matching cotton, there's a sharp needle, a blunt needle. Comes as a package so you can make 2 or 3 little purses. That's an add-on, but as I say, if you just want the pattern and you've missed it on your email, grab it from the website and sign up to the emails so you get next month's pattern. And I'll see you next month with that one.